Hi guys, it's Nancy and I have the April 2025 Pink and Main Foil subscription, and it is a really pretty floral subscription, perfect for spring. This is the Flowers Pink Cheer Foil. They have this in a number of different colors. So here you can see this comes, I've always raved about how much foil you guys get from them. So it is a 6¼ inch roll by 25 feet. So this is going to last you a very, very long time. They always put this easy peel end on it, so it's easy for you to keep the end on there. No wrestling with a difficult sticker on the end. Very easy to use and storable in these nice clear boxes. So you can keep the dust and pet hair free from that. So beautiful holographic florals on there. Then we have these sentiments, exclusive sentiment panels that say, hello friend, grateful for you, spring greetings, thanks, happy Father's Day, happy Mother's Day, hey, wishing you well, and just because. And they come with the sentiments printed or the background printed. So very easy to use. And then these beautiful flower motif sheets. And these are very large. The instructions are on the back. And as I mentioned before, storable in these cellophane bags and folded in storable paper packets here. So we're going to turn our beautiful pink Minc on the back here, and then we're going to press our button on. Now, depending on where you live, you may use 3, or you may need to go down to 2. So yes, sometimes these machines get super hot and you have to go down to 2. I start on 3. You'll notice I have my little note here to Dusty Dusty. If you don't have a Pink and Main little Dusty Dusty brush, you may want to get one. They're only $5, you guys, and they are so cute with the little jewels inside there. So we're going to just use a clean pair of scissors. You want to have a dedicated pair of scissors or rotary cutting tool or paper trimmer, whatever you have. Just keep them clean. You don't want them to be sticky and using them for anything else. Just like we have like a clean pair of, quilter scissors or paper cutting, whatever you have. So we're going to do this really quick because I literally am running out the door to go pick up my daughter. So I'm going to let my machine heat up, which you guys will see is not going to take very long at all. I have a brand new box from my Paper Insider, which has some cardstock here. So this is going to be my card base. I'm actually going to do this. Let's do top folding. So we're going to do 4¼ here. Score that at 5½. This is like a light gray. So that's our card base. And then we have this really pretty light pink. And cut that at 5½ by 4¼ So that'll be our matte layer. Okay. Actually, yeah. I might cut that down a little bit more. So there is our card base. Now I'm going to grab one of these beautiful panels. Let me go through these really quick. So they have these in a negative and a positive. So what I mean by that is the background will be foiled, and then you can go in and color the actual flowers. So you have 2 of those panels, or the flowers will be foiled. This one says, hello, friend. I think I'm going to do this one with the florals. So we'll foil it first and then we will cut it down. One of the things that you guys send me little messages on the side on Instagram or Facebook, and you can follow me on Instagram. It's Nancy Stamps 15, also on Facebook, is should I use tape? I don't ever recommend using tape. If you're going to use ink, use water-based ink or dye-based ink. I don't ever recommend using alcohol-based ink if you're going to color these in. You can use color pencils with Gamsol, but you want to do your foiling first and then do your coloring. You can see how nicely these sentiments are lined up, and then you can cut across. So we're going to use Hello Friend again. And on this one, we're going to use the reverse image. In other words, I want the background to be foiled. So we're just going to use one color of foil here. So maybe you just started foiling. You can also use your laminator. You just want to make sure not all laminators get hot enough that you let your laminator heat up for 30 minutes. I recommend either an Amazon Basics or a swing line laminator if you're just starting out with foiling, but really your best tool if you're going to be foiling is your Minc machine, and the pink Minc is the most beautiful color for your foiling. It really is. You can get all of these things from Pink and Main, and if you purchase anything right now, you can use the code Nancy25 and they will give you a free foilable. And currently, the free foilable is the beautiful little raindrops foilable. And again, you get the image printed or you get the negative image. So this is the free foilable using the code Nancy25. You can use that with any purchase from Pink and Main. All right, so see how beautiful this is going to be. All of this that is in black, the floral image, and the black around the sentiment is going to be foiled. So let's get some foil printed, or foil cut here, I should say. These are high quality toner printed images on high quality paper. I don't know how many times I have said paper, paper, paper. A lot of people join our group Foiling Snobs Club and they want to know, what is the problem? Why can I not get this foiled correctly? They're using a Minc machine. They're using the correct foils. And then we find out the number one problem is they are not using the correct paper. Paper makes a huge difference. And I can tell you, Pink and Main provides the high quality foil, but they also provide the high quality printed images. And you can see there I did dusty, dusty. Not only do you want to dust the back of the foil, but you want to dust the image itself. You have oils in your fingers. You have dust in the air, dust on your desk. We do heat embossing. We use glitter. We have pet hair from our animals. You know, we just have all of these things, and that is the enemy of foiling. As I put this in the carrier folder, you'll notice that I'm putting it short side up. You want to be aware of that short side, long side. As you put this in your machine, you want the short side to go in. So we want the short side facing the folded side of the carrier folder. It doesn't matter if the bottom is up or the top is up, but we want the ugly side or the dull side of the foil touching the pretty side of our image so that that foil transfers. Okay, and I'm going to put the folded side into my machine. You want to center that and you want to hold it as it goes through. And then as it comes out the back, and again, you want to just make sure that comes out the back before you let go, because sometimes cords get back there. We have things on the back of our desk. And the same thing with the sentiment. So I already dusted that. And I'm always going to put it through a carrier sheet. Sometimes we have carrier sheets that do get eaten by the machine. So you want to have extra carrier sheets. You can also order those from Pink and Main. If you are using a laminator, you do not use a carrier sheet. You just use a folded piece of paper. But you want to purchase extra carrier sheets. Okay, when you open your box, don't accidentally throw away your carrier sheet. These are not the same as laminator sheets. Laminator sheets have adhesive built in them. And I'm again just going to steady that and hold it as it goes through. Just keeping that off the bottom so it doesn't flop as it goes through the back. And I'm letting it cool. You don't want to reveal it. That's a number one mistake of new foilers, is they get really excited and they peel that open and it doesn't cool. And when it doesn't cool, it doesn't adhere properly. And then this is the fun part. Peel and reveal. Look at how beautiful that is. Okay. And you want to save these leftover foils because Pink and Main has beautiful toner sheets. And those toner sheets are what we use this leftover foil on. And you can put these beautiful rainbow toner sheets in the background, and they will have, you run it through the machine again, and you can have another image foiled on there. So we're going to save that. That's going to be for another card. And then we're going to reveal our sentiment. Beautifully foiled. Save that as well. And we're going to just put all of this together, and we have made a beautiful card. So I'm going to cut this down a little bit and turn my machine off now. Okay, so I've cut that down to 5 1/4 by 4, and I'm just going to cut a little sliver off the top of this. And that's how easy it is to use the foil subscription of the month. So there you go. If you want to order any of these products, I'll have the links down below. And again, don't forget to punch in the code Nancy25 and you will get free foilables from Pink and Maine. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, post them down below. And don't forget to get your Dusty brush if you don't already have one. And again, for the best foiling experience, you definitely want to get your hands on a Minc machine. Thanks for watching. If you had fun watching, don't forget the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Bye-bye.